Folks, Big Bruce here, and as the sign says, this is the manufacturers from Yamagiwa. I know this was last week, but wasn't a bad race, and the ones more recently there's been a bit of clattering and pushiness and just got knocked down to the back of the field even when starting in a good position, and they were just shit races, to be honest, so didn't really want to put them up, and actually too busy ranting at people, actually forgot to record a couple of them as well. But yeah, thought I would put this one up as Iron Mike has put his up and outed us as a team practicing cunningly in the background. Not that it makes much difference, but yeah, I thought this was an interesting race, and Mike could also give me a bit of feedback as to talk a bit more, heavens above, and just give it a bit of insight into what I'm actually thinking or not thinking when I'm racing in these races, particularly where there's quite a bit of strategy involved. So talking about what I'm thinking, that might be a bit of a dangerous thing, but here we go. Got a little bit of fast forwarding in here just to make this a bit more timely, but yeah, I was pretty happy with qualifying third. My strategy that been practicing that I thought was the best in this car was to go quite late with the pit stop, i.e. last lap if possible. So got the branching in a TT and then another chap and an RCZ in front, and just to the start here I was wondering whether the guy had in front had out-qualified his talent, but I was becoming quite suspicious that he might have started on mediums, because it became pretty apparent that he was holding both of us up really badly. But RCZ is quite quick in a straight line. So I'm just trying to be patient and pick my spots, but yeah. Trying to give the Brunchy a little bit of a come on, hurry up. He was struggling to find a spot to get past. But used to race and have still raced a lot against the Brunchy. He had a bit of a reputation probably last year of being a bit rough, but he seems to have cleaned up his act quite nicely, racing firm but fair, I think. So we pulled a little bit of a gap on the guys following. On the grid behind me was a pair of NSXs, and I thought that was interesting. I wouldn't have thought they were the strongest car around here. They're an interesting car. But yeah. So yeah, quite clear that we're both getting held up a fair bit. So that guy dives into the pits. Yeah, he was on mediums. And I was already a little bit worried that he'd slowed us down enough when we've got the best of our soft tyres, then we can get enough ahead of him when he comes out softs. But I also thought it was interesting that we had 2 laps on the mediums. Whether that was a concession that the RCZ was harder on its softs. So now I'm just going to try and find my way past the Brunchy. I felt out of the 3 of us that I had the quickest pace, but that might have been just because I was in the draft as well. It's one thing I've noticed, that people can follow along quite nicely in the draft. And some of those races this week that probably didn't have genuine pace, they sit in your draft, throw the big dive bomb and get past you, and then they're as slow as shit in front of you. It's one thing to be able to keep up to somebody and then get past. But then another thing is to get away when they're following you. And that sort of stuffs people's strategies up when people who don't really have the pace get in front of you and then hold things up and bucket things up. So I'm sort of in line with what Mike suggested, going to keep crapping on about what I'm thinking. And my thoughts here is for us just to run and hoping that the Brunchy can keep good pace and we can just put a lot of time on the field. And I'm just worried that he's struggling a bit and he's not quite as quick as me, and I'm not going to be able to build enough time over any of the chasers. I think when you look back on the top 10 of this race, I think the majority of the top 10 drivers were Volkswagen drivers. Sirocco having good pace here. Apologies if you hear any slurping in the background too. I'm having a coffee while I'm semi-commentating. But yeah, I'm just not sure whether Branches has got the pace. I'm just trying to work out A, where I can get past him without causing any problems, and B, are we going to pull enough time on the chap who qualified on pole in the RCZ. And yeah, the TT seemed to be just slow through the section where the Brunchy wasn't getting a good run out of the corner, not quite right. A difficult section to get by on, particularly with the old front wheel drive. So I'm just keeping an eye on the field as well, and I'm hoping that the pulsator is getting held up a little bit coming out into the middle of the field. Mindful just how well the tyres will last between these two cars. The TT's a little bit heavier, and even though in theory it's the same engine, when you look at the tuning, the torque is a little bit better down low in the Audi, which means you can get out of the corner pretty well, but this is my semi-chance. I didn't really want to go as wide as I did there, but it turned out into a pass, so we'll take that and we'll run. So now I'm just going to try and go as fast as I can. But as you can see, the NSX was catching us up, so I think the Branchy's tyres were starting to go a little bit. But now I'm hoping that, since I found them difficult to pass, I'm hoping everybody else will find that. But you can see in the very back, as we fast forward, the little red blob of the RCZ at the back of the queue there in 5th. So we haven't got enough time as yet. So then NSX pits. We had 9 Mike and I were practicing. We were working on the pit stop being, it seemed like it was 6 seconds, but in reality I think it works out more like 8 in the race. So I'm just trying to stretch as much as I can, and I'm hoping that I can get, say I'm hoping for 10 seconds ahead so I can get my pit stop in. So I'm working on pitting at end of lap 10 and just doing a 1 lap dash on the hards. But you can see the RCZ has already passed the other NSX and come over on the Branchy, so I'm just hoping the Branchy's going to hold him up as much as possible, as much as he sort of slowed me down, and let that RCZ burn his tyres up. So we'll just go and watch the Branchy with the RCZ behind him. So he's running a moderately defensive line, but without any malintent or anything, so it'd take a bit of a lunge to get past, I think. I think there's plenty of drivers out there who are quite quick, but don't have a lot of racecraft, or are a bit impatient, and as a lot of you found out, they just give you a bump up the bump, push you wide and run on. That's not racing. If you're fast and a good race driver, you should be able to work away and find a spot. You can't pass at every corner on a racetrack. There's normally only 3 or 4 genuine passing opportunities, unless there's a dramatic difference in the car's performance because of tyres or whatever it may be. That just doesn't seem to matter to some people. They'll just try and stick it down the inside anywhere. And those people are the causes of grief, I think. But since this race, we've had an update as well, so it'll be interesting just to see how that penalty update works in the weekend. So that's a good pass line, throwing it wide. And that was a sensible pass. Set up where some people would just dive bomb on that corner, not be anywhere near. You've got to be side by side, and least you got a massive advantage. You get a lot of people who complain about being turned in on and that. And I would say if the person's already branches pitting there, I would say the person, if they're already turning in to the corner, you're too late on your pass. You should be side by side, at least, when you're getting to the turn-in point. And often, for me, I find the reaction of the car sort of indicates who's in the right and who's in the wrong a bit. So if the car on the outside gets spun, then the person diving on the inside was too late. But if the car on the outside is just pushed wide, i.e. the contact's been halfway up the car or more, so it doesn't turn them but pushes it wide, then your turn-in is too late. But that's all relative, because some people just throw it deep and hit you in the front, and they were never ever going to make the corner. So I've just done my pit stop, knowing that I was only about 5.5 seconds up and going to be coming up. Just didn't get enough time up. I was being held up a bit by the branches, and at the start I pretty much needed, I think, to get through quickly on the first lap, or be in pole. So we're just scrolling back through pretty house here. I think maybe the branches stayed out a bit too long with his softs in the end. Because he's catching up this ND6 pretty quickly on his mediums, which actually pitted about halfway through the race on his mediums, to get his mediums. But yeah, happy enough to be second in this race. Just couldn't get enough time up in the end. Much prefer these races where there's a bit of tyre strategy and fuel strategy than these races just to the end where no strategy is involved. Because they just turn out that if you're up the front, you've just got a pile of wild gronks foaming at the mouth to get past you from behind, and you end up just getting punted wide or smashed off, which happened at the race on Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever. Qualified third and then just got sent on the first corner. But that's it.